Oscar slap turn some moviegoers off, or will they be willing to give Will Smith a chance, especially with a film in a well known action franchise?
Hello, lovely souls. It's me again, the Delightful Soul, and welcome to my channel, Delightful by Design. Get ready for my take on all things trending, even the shenanigans. I aim to sprinkle my opinion with a dash of delight, but hey, not everything can be a delight, right? Your presence here is very appreciative, so hit that subscribe button if you want more of my delightful content. Let's dive into this
Bad
story.
Boys Ride or Die, the film balances high octane chases and explosive sequences with heartfelt moments that reveal the vulnerabilities of its heroes. Now, honestly, I enjoy the Bad Boy franchise. Unfortunately, as a fan and has heard of the dark Hollywood rumors where Will or Martin name mentioned, as a fan, you can't help but to wonder, but still enjoy the art. However, it is difficult to support an industry who has normalized misbehaving or hides the person who commits the bad act for years. Stephen A. Smith is unhappy about Will Smith's resurgence, said he owes the black community an apology for slapping them. Stephen A. Smith says he still finds it hard to go to the movies to watch a Will Smith movie, and explains why Will Smith still needs to sit down and talk to the black community about why he slapped Chris Rock.
When we use the word forgivable or forgiveness, that's for Chris Rock to deal with. This is his call. He could have had the man arrested that night and insisted to the LAPD that that not be the case. Could have pressed charges thereafter and insisted on not doing that to Will Smith, not making the incident any bigger than what it was. Yes, he came out with his own flick for next fix, got about $20 million for it. After tax, he probably walked home with about $6. But Chris Rock is damaged. In the day and age of mental illness or traumatic incidences that affects one's mind and psyche and what have you, yeah, you might see him at Knicks games. Yeah, you might see him still going about the business of performing on tour or doing his job or handling his business. Chris Rock will never get over that. Ever. Will Smith apologized. I'm not saying he even has to apologize. I'm saying that while I watch him and Martin Lawrence promoting this movie, and I'm quite sure the reason he hasn't addressed it is because the studios don't want him to, and there's an obligation that you have with them, all fair, I get it. But somewhere along the way, he has to sit down and talk to the black community. You can see all the white people around Will Smith all you want to. Black folks have loved and revered this man for decades. He was the closest thing to perfection, as his friend Charlie Mack once told me, for decades. Everybody makes a mistake. This is not hatred. I love Will Smith still. But you got to have a conversation as to why you did that. And when you're apologizing, and when you're getting emotional, and when you're thinking about all the lives or the people that you've affected, it's primarily us as black people who have loved and supported you and watched you go on an international stage and slap one of us in the face and tarnished an historic event for one of the great black producers of modern times in Will Packer, possibly costing yourself and Antoine Fuqua an Oscar for emancipation along the way. I'm not going to say what you did to the comedic community. Hell, Jim Carrey spoke about that along with various others. We know you wouldn't have smacked Ricky Gervais, Bill Maher, Bill Burr, or a host of others. We know you wouldn't have done that. No apology necessary. I'm just saying, a lot of folks ain't get over that. A lot of folks find it hard to just go to the movies to watch you. I'm one of those people. And I never missed a Will Smith movie. Hitch, Concussion, all the Bad Boys movie, from the first one to Y'all with Gabrielle Union, who, by the way, should have been in 3 and 4, by the way. Along with a host of other things. I Am Legend, Independence Day, Men in Black, 1, 2, and 3. Will Smith, you're phenomenal. Phenomenal talent, phenomenal actor, phenomenal individual. You lost your way one night. We need to hear that from you. I'm sorry. That's what I need to do before I look forward to seeing your movies again, more than seeing a sit down.
Is there anyone else out there that believes that Stephen A. Smith is too far invested in Will Smith and his apologies? Will Smith does not owe the black community an apology for slapping Chris. He owes Chris Rock a genuine apology and an explanation. Then and again, Will may feel as if he doesn't owe anyone anything. It is not up to anyone to force a resolve between Will and Chris. I know some will say that it was a disappointing moment for the black community to act like that at the Oscars, but you have to ask yourself, why was Will Smith slapping Chris Rock a disappointing moment for me? I do admit it was cringy, but at this point, it's between Will Smith and Chris Rock. What we don't need is a celebrity with an ego and money to gatekeep our emotions. So I admit I may have handled my grievances with Chris at a different time and a different place. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are very talented. That is why Bad Boys Ride or Die had an impressive haul at the global box office. As we speak, the fourth entry in Will Smith and Martin Lawrence blockbuster franchise is still raking in the door. It's because of that the long-running film series has now notched a major financial milestone. Smith is, of course, aware of that fact, and once the benchmark was hit, he took to social media to share a message for the fans. But guys, let's be fair. If Mr. Steven feels as if Will Smith owes him an apology, he can go right on ahead and ask for one. But I doubt if he gets one. So tell me what you think about Stephen A. Smith asking for an apology on behalf of the black community. Or do you think Will owe us an apology or at least an explanation? Have you seen the movie? Will you see the movie? So tell me what you think below in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye now.